No. Well, I'm not acquainted with the chess life of computers. And my question is, well, is there any, let's say, the strongest computer? Is there any other computer of, that this champion is afraid to play with? Yeah, I don't know. There is, in the human chess, the problem of unpleasant opponent, this problem arises all the time. In my life, one of the most unpleasant partners for me was Paul Keres. I lost to him the very first game. He won a splendid game in 24 moves. And from that time, the first game I lost in 1952. And from that time, I had tremendous problems. I even hardly could achieve an equal game with white against him. As to me, there were several people who considered me an unpleasant opponent. First of all, Mikhail Tal and several others. And also one well-known chess player from Holland, John van der Wiel. He annotated the game, which he lost to me in the year 1991. And in the game in the annotation he called me the Angstgegner. Well, it is a German word. I know two other words in English. The Englishmen use the word bête noire, actually from the French language, black animal. Yeah. And the other word is nemesis. Both words have a very, very strong, background. It is something very, very unpleasant when even hearing these words. Okay, and the following game had been played in the year 1991, and that was not the end of our pleasant for me relationship with John van der Wiel. Later, I played with him with about the same success. But never mind. Let's look what happened in this game. It is the French what I play, and sometimes time ago I played always bishop before here, and for a long time. And then one day I decided to enlarge my opening repertoire, and instead of bishop before, started to play knight f6. So bishop g5, another line is e4, e5 at once. Yeah. Bishop g5, bishop e7, e5, knight d7, bishop takes e7. There's also the move h4 here, so-called Chattard attack. But some people believe that even after bishop, it is unpleasant for black, but some people believe that even after taking on e7, white has a better game. So they don't care, to learn something else. Bishop takes e7, takes. Yeah, f4, castles, queen d2, c5, knight f3, knight c6. Here, mostly here people take on c5 and knight takes c5. and knight takes c5, and then white makes castle or prepares castle to the king side, and black is playing f7 a6, f7 f6, and what one can say, black stands worse. Black experiences shortage of space and also weaknesses of the black squares all over their location. So it is well, another line, and well, in the game, castle had been played, and again, normal, the old continuation is f7, f6 here. Yeah. Well, but time ago, about well, around the 1984, I played some tournament, and and during the tournament I developed a new line, and so the new line, the peculiarity of the new line that I play, well, whenever white will take with the queen white will take on c5, black will recapture with the queen on c5 and develop his knight either to b6 and c4 or somewhere else, but normally to b6. Well, in order to get some initiative on the queen side. So knight b6 had been played. Well, you see, the position, the type of the position is more or less known. And so, say, eventually a sacrifice on h7 is threatening. Sacrifice, then knight g5, then queen d3, and with a strong and sometimes irresistible attack. Well, what to do? Well, if h6, this will enable to open files against the king. White will play g4, g5, and then rook g1. That is very unpleasant. So there is another line, by the way. There is a move knight c4. What is playable? The point is that he never cannot. He has no time to take on h7 because of queen e3 check one day. So practically, and also, well, queen is hanging, and queen b4 is a threat. So he must take on c4. Then queen takes c4. And then what one can say? It is, well, white has the square d4, and white stands better. Well, how much better is another story, because, well, in my book on my best games, I give one game which I won with black in spite of this white's advantage. I won with black, having developed attack against the king of white. But this is playable. Again, if not, well, if pretend that nothing is threatening, so black is playing bishop d7. Well, having good nerves, he can, he hopes to repel the attack if it will happen. So now, one of the moves which had been played is king b1, and then black is playing rook fc8. Somehow, well, in a way, just making himself secure that bishop takes h7 does not work. Yeah, because the king has ways to retreat from the danger zone. Yeah, this is so. And here, for example, I played the game, and somebody played just knight b5 here, and then knight d6, and somebody. It was the game against Sachs. Yeah, and soon afterwards we agreed to draw. And my opponent, who certainly has a fear of me, but he believes that he has to do his best. Well, he's not bad in the attack if it happens. So he produces a novelty. And novelty is bishop takes h7. Again, it is not very original. It happened many times in the chess history, but the position is a little bit different, and black has certain ways to fight against the attack. So the first move is more or less obvious. Rook has to go. And now looks as very strange move. The point is that now if queen h8, what looks as the most reasonable, then king e7, queen takes g7, queen e3 check, king b1, queen takes f4, rook f1, rook g8,